We don't have to flip sides this time. Hopefully the sheep counts stay even. But yeah, new game. We'll see if the strat changes at all. We may be Valdi and Myriad, let me know if y'all think that having a little bit of a coaching debrief if a crash desync server thing happens would be helpful. So you can maybe talk about changing plans and strats and stuff. We could maybe do like a quick 5-minute one in the future if something like that comes up. But yeah, now we've got it flipped. Deepshine in the blue in the south now, not in the north. Dakii in the red and in the north. Military school opener off the rip. Deepshine eating the berries, doing great. We're not going to see any UFOs. No Aussie Django is going to appear on stream and hop into us. So far, everything pretty bog standard. Sheep split still even down the board. Sorry, just had another little ping come in. But yeah, we got our House of Wisdom. Actually, I think this connects. Does that connect? Might need a house in there. I can't tell. Maybe if I switch sides. Nope, that's not an influence. So yeah, we need a house there. But anyways, spawn-wise, nice little forward wall. And also a wall here. Gold is to the side. We could potentially see Sipahi hitting here again. We could see the spears hitting here again. We might see the same little wall trick. We might see a different strat completely from dakii. Who knows? For dakii spawn, forward stone, not the best as Ottoman. That can delay some military schools. Food for both players is forward. Really bad for the berries here. This right here for Deepshine is both a good and a bad thing. Good thing, you have all your food in one spot. Bad thing, you have all your food in one spot. So why is it good? All in one spot means you can, you know, maybe drop a keep here, defend all of this. Probably won't be a keep by the time you're moving out on this, to be honest, but drop some towers, you know, move out, and you can do kind of like a value mill here, hit the berries, push these deer in, maybe push these deer in. Bad, all your food's in one spot, so your opponent, if they scout that, they recognize it, they see it, they could come stand on it. And then if they have more army, better army than you, then you might be dying. Oh, and we're seeing economic wing growth here. And a Sultani trade network. All right. Both players said, hey, we're doing something different. The game lagged, the game crashed, we had some stuff happen, and we're going to change it up. So, yeah, so the gonna potentially see something different here. We do have a spear coming out, and it's gonna start burning down a wall. Woohoo! Same as before, but economic wing growth, potentially playing a bit more feudal for the Ayabid side. Ottoman Sultani trade network potentially playing more of a macro game, right? This will kick off and start that passive gold. Deepshine may be expecting a ton of early aggression, but these spears are just the free spears from the military school, right? They're not going to be doing anything wild. They're not going to be doing anything crazy. We have some walls here, so they're being chilling. But with the Sultani trade network, you can just do this like kind of fake boom behind it, potentially go into extensive fortifications very early on, drop a second town center, and then just kind of boom your way to victory, right? Ottoman late game, really strong. Sultani is buffed by 2 gold in the new patch, so it's going to be 280 gold with a fully saturated Sultani, 76 gold, 72 gold from the first 3 that a minute from the first 3 that pop in, so almost equivalent with a Malian pit mine, I believe. It's a pretty decent age up. The only downside is it shares with the food age up, and food is often more important for Ottoman than anything else. Fast Castle Sultani. I wouldn't say Fast Castle Sultani. I'd say like average castle, fully loaded Sultani into a Kenji Imperial Palace. Because a Kenji with the Imperial Palace is 10 XP. Per Akinji that pops out, You can pop them out of your military school as well. And for those who don't know, the Imperial Council scales based off of XP, but at 10 XP per Akinji, you're going to be getting like 2 to 3 Vizier points in a minute if you hit Castle and then you plop down that Istanbul. So that is an option there. Barracks coming out from Deepshine. 2 spears, torch in the tower, on the gold. So definitely going to be doing a lot more feudal play here. That is what that economic wing growth usually means, especially early on. It's like, hey, I'm going to get a little bit of a vil lead, and then I'm going to do the things. Sorry. Check something real quick. And we do have 2 villagers moving forward. Are we going to see a tower? Sheep, pretty even split again. 4 in favor of dakii, but not enough to make a substantial difference. Archers out. Yeah, evil. Yeah, they'll be a Kinji base is 5. And because you can get them at the first Vizier point, it's not actually trolling anymore. And they're pretty strong, right? 16 damage, I think, in feudal per one. So like 4 one-shot a villager, something like that. So yeah, pretty strong. And it's a double shot, so your ranged upgrades actually apply twice. So, oh, and we have Archer Mass here. This tower's going to need to be canceled. There's no way this is going up. And we're seeing a lot of micro come out. And spears moving forward. And see, this is a thing. If you do a different strat, you've got to scout and be prepared for it. But yeah, this tower's going to need to get canceled. Yeah, and it does. So. Oh, sorry. I gotta keep checking back to that because we do have the other game ones going, and I need to be updated on their progress so we can make sure the lower bracket keeps moving. We are doing the lower bracket at the same time as this upper bracket determination for time, so we can get this day done a little sooner. But we're going to see a lot of feudal happening here. I think in a feudal v feudal, I favor the Ottoman, purely because of the military schools. Also, these imams going to be healing. There is no dervish to do the healing, but we are potentially losing 2 villagers here. I'm trying to come to the middle now. Oh, man. Yeah. Not where you want to be. But dakii here does need to get some archer mass rolling. Is now down 2 villagers. Has some idle time on the TC as well. But scout is going to be picked up. Sheep going over to... yep. Sheep going over to dakii. Take that sheep, just right-click at home. It'll eventually get there. 17-13 on the sheep split. But yeah, again, dakii can just stand here. This is where the food matters. Oh, and the sheep going back over to Deepshine. They're playing trade the sheep. But yeah, what needs to happen here is because of this spear archer mass, dakii really needs to just crank archers. Slow down on the Sipahi, maybe add another archery range and just get 3 archery ranges cranking. Deepshine has a little bit of food in the bank. Could potentially be macroing towards a castle. Oh, multiple archers going down. Great micro by dakii. In and out with the Sipahi. And there's not enough spears there to handle these Sipahi. But we are going to see the villagers garrison the tower, so we'll have a little bit of force multiplier with the towers here. And we do have multiple Sipahi going down, so this is going to be a little expensive, especially because we have the healing standing here. But we already have a blacksmith. We're Ottoman. Slap on that siege engineering, make a ram, and just ram these down. at the tab out there. And yeah, so in this position, if I'm dakii, I'm looking to control this area. Like, again, we talked about it earlier. All of deepshine's food is in one spot. If I'm deepshine, I'm defending this area, and we see that with 2 towers. I might also go slap some vills on stone real quick, so we can get some arrow slit upgrades just to kind of help out a little bit more. Maybe make it a little bit more dangerous to walk into the circle. But for Ottoman, they are on 1 military school, adding in the 2nd now. So we're gonna start seeing some units crank out. Ayabid does have that villager lead, so and is also in Golden Age, so has a 10% bonus gather rate for all resources. Was that a villager? Was that a spear? I think it was a villager. Yep. And Deepshine doesn't have enough spears. Really needs to just be cranking spears. Are we on 1 barrack? We have 2 barracks. We need to spend down tons of spears. Would really help here. Sipahi are dangerous, so you want a really good healthy spear mass to deal with them. And I'm not seeing. We are getting phalanx, which is going to help the spears make 2 rows when they're attacking the Sipahi. But we do need that spear mass, right? I would slow down a little bit on the archers, prioritize the spears, especially because so many Sipahi are being made. We have the meta here as well, which is clicked over to the range armor, so archers are going to be even less effective. Dakii, if I'm him, I'm working on macroing for iron undermesh. That way we get that +1 ranged armor with our meta ranged armor as well. And then suddenly our Sipahi, our archers, everything starts taking a lot less damage. Vizier point is in. We have the military campus, so we're potentially adding on a 3rd. We are. The 3rd one is up. This does need to be clicked over to Sipahi. And after yesterday, I'm wondering if Myriads was like, hey, take one of your military schools and just leave it on meta. Because that was one of the biggest challenges that dakii had yesterday on his game as Ottoman. He consistently didn't have meta in his army ball, but that is what Ottoman units are balanced around, is having that meta, having that meta bonus. So I do think we have, 2 here, but instead of spending gold on it, or we have 3, nice. That's actually a good healthy number, so even if one gets sniped out, you're not suddenly just out of ranged armor. But yeah, we'd want to see one of those military schools just clicked over to meta, and then just leave it on that, because they take forever to come out. Wait, we have a market here. You can't trade with your stuff, huh? Oh, we have normal trade coming up. Wait, what? We're not loading up the Sultani? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, Ottoman adding in pseudo villagers with those traders, but is gonna be fighting Deepshine here over the food. There's just not enough spear mass to deal with these Sipahi. And both of these towers need to be... Oh, they are clicked onto the Imam, so we are losing the healing, which is not what you want to see as Ottoman. And we have another 2 towers over here on the deer, so we're basically a Lord of the Rings sequel. Instead of the 2 towers, we're the 4 towers. But Deepshine doing a really good job holding onto this food spot, and that is going to be critical for coming out of this game, as the winner is maintaining this food control and then map presence. Though Ottoman is allowed to go out on the map and do what they want, because Deepshine is forced into this spear archer composition. A lot harder to move out on the map. Also, can't really afford to take units away from this area, considering the constant harass that's coming out from Ottoman. We do have 1 build down here on these berries, so we could see a few of her villagers move to this side, especially as these berry bushes dry up. But Ottoman's army is starting to pump and look scary. We have 32 military available. Ram coming down. I didn't even catch that the Ram tech came in, and we are getting iron undermesh. So I'd say when this finishes, we send it and we go. But I would just keep adding in, honestly, keep adding in Sipahi. There's just not enough spears. Like, you don't need that many archers to deal with this archer ball, and Sipahi do great along with the metas. So How many meters are we down to? We are down to 2. We do have these traders rolling fully across. Is it better to garrison them, or is it better to just leave them on trade? I guess it's better to actually have them trading. Oh, and these spears are getting picked up. And that ram is going in. Oh, and the spot, he does find the berries on the backside. So, deepshine gonna be losing villagers here. We are going to see the first tower go down. And yeah, there's just not enough spears. Oh, we are losing quite a bit of our army though. Now dakii does have to pull back. We don't have our healing anymore because we did lose our imams. That is one of the dangers of going to imam vizier point. If they die, you got to go castle to get more of them. But behind this, for dakii, we are booming with those traders. Deepshine still needing to stay on this food here. Has lost a fair bit of villagers, 8 villagers in total. Has picked up 2 from the early tower shenanigans that were happening. Oh god, please not another crash. So we're coming up now on where the flag happened. And now I don't know if deepshine knows about this trade that's happening for Ottoman. Oh, okay. We're missing stuff now. We're past where the lag happened. So, we have, oh wow. Ottoman, huge eco lead with 16 traders. But we have Ottoman hitting castle, doing a little bit of a dive. Lots of archers in. Didn't feel slow after it was just on 8 times. Oh man. Great to see dakii abusing Ottomans. Yeah, no, I know, Sass. I was just making a joke about how all you Europeans are like within 5 minutes of each other. I live in Texas, and you can drive 8 hours from certain spots and still be in Texas. So, being in a big state, we visited the Netherlands last year, and it was like, oh wow, we just take a train ride, and you know we're in a different country. So, but yeah, dakii's abusing the Ottomans here. Oh no, this was where. Was that where? I don't know. It looks familiar from earlier, but so far they're good. This might be where they had the pause. Yes, this is where they had their pause. Okay. I'm glad the game state was clean at this point in time and they weren't in the middle of like a big blob. So. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna try to catch up here. For the sake of time. So, Ottoman booming with trade behind all of this. Big army. Deepshine is in a little bit rougher spot economically. This forward food was really detrimental. It hasn't been able to go back out on these back berries. Definitely playing from a more behind position. So, they will have to raid to get their way back into the game. But this amount of traders is, that's a lot of gold income coming in. Fortunately, it's not French trade, so you're not getting the alternate resources or Abbasid trade. But this is a really spicy strat from dakii here. And we are caught up, so now we are only 5 minutes behind, thankfully. Score 0-0. We had one full desync crash. We had a pause with lag where I had to go talk to him, make sure the game state was still good. Yeah, we're having a fun day. So I think it was EGC where everyone said blame cow. Don't blame cow, blame Marine Lord. Because I'm just saying, yesterday we didn't have any issues. Today, Marine Lord's playing, he's hogging all the bandwidth. Alright. The next set that we're going to stream will be Pepino Pig versus Binge Jesus. So That'll be our next one. And how I know that score already, the FKLO unfortunately had a emergency and had to drop from the tournament, so that match is basically already decided. So it's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gotta take care of yourself first, right? So oh, we're seeing a great pinch from deepshine. Cavalry on the back, gonna take care of this mangonel. These army numbers are looking a little weak. We do have, do we have Janissaries? Oh, we have one. I saw one Janissary hat and thought there was more, but nope, just one for now. No second tier of the range damage upgrade for Ottoman. The star matchup up screen, you can only support one of those. The Pepino versus Binge Jesus? Is that the matchup you're talking about? Wall coming in. Not sure why there, but this game is starting to look over. Ottoman, crazy economic lead. Deepshine, I don't think has really any options here. Is making main Genique, so maybe that'll claw their way back in. But we do have the ability to speed it up, so let's go ahead and see if we catch it up to a tap. That way we can get moving on to the next game, because we are pressed for time today, especially with desyncs and lags and crashes happening. So. Multiple villagers dying. Yeah, we're probably going to see a tap here. Deepshine is really struggling on food. Ottoman fully farm transition. So. Yeah, there's the tap. Okay. Dakii, in the red, Mongols. Not too sure how it's going to fare on Sunken Lands, but we do have the close deer here. Oh, beautiful deer for Roos. I don't even know if you need to pro scout them. But in the blue, Deepshine, setting up the hunting cabins. See what they banned and played in the school. For Davidson's games. Let me grab their draft links for you real quick. 1 second. There you go. I think that's what you're looking for. If I'm wrong, oh well. Anyways, Bruce, standard. I thought that was hunting cabin for a second. Man, that lines up clean. Standard 2 hunting cabin opener. We could potentially see a third on this wood line, but against Mongol, it's a little bit better to play it safe. Keep them in your town center radius. That way they don't get burned down. We don't want to provide Mongol with any easy bounty. Bruce has the ability to pro scout here, here, here. Oh, sorry, I got to slow down my camera a little bit. And here. So a lot of deer available for the pro scout. And then if we are looking at sorry, the sheep split here, 16-13 in favor of Roos. That is what you would expect. This is a multi-scout opener. So but we are going to see a spear rush coming from Mongol. Pretty standard, but Roos doesn't really need to go out on any of these forward gold and stone veins. Also, Roos does have a really nice gold in the back here. So, and pretty easy walls to defend. We could potentially just see a wall here through this wood line and then connecting to this edge here and then just taking these deer without doing the pro scout. So saving a little bit of food on them. But
Часов.
Not a whole lot going on in the early game. Just Roost doing pretty standard Roost things. We'll potentially see a wooden fortress get dropped here to increase that wood gather bonus.
Тихо.
And then if we take a look at spears are doing. Yeah, these are those are dead. They're not dead, but he can't. That's just. I mean. Oh. I mean, you have to garrison.
Готово есть.
Okay. Looks like they're just gonna do some repairs, maybe some garrisons, maybe not. But Mongol brought the sheep home. Going with the deer stones. Not gonna do any cheeky trade like last game. Does have 3 on gold, so we could see some Keshik aggression here. That's the most likely what's gonna happen. I'm not that familiar with Mongol, so we could see something else, but if we get a gur right here, we get a little pretty good value gur. The deer and the berries both right here. We do have 3. Is that 4 spears? We have 4 spears. Wow. And this is probably just so you can stand on the backside here and stop any pro scouts that might come through. So, very good call by dakii. Identifies where the food is on the map and then just stands on it, because that's generally what people struggle with the most. But we are going to get a wooden fortress drop down. And then that will stop all of these from doing what they want to do. Five on the deer stones for the age up, so is rushing it over here. And as this wooden fortress completes, we should see these villagers garrison inside, and then that'll take care of those spears relatively quickly. One does go down, but the speed arrow does get the rest out, and all of these deers were lamed, so not going to be able to pro scout them as easily. Could potentially come back to lame more of them. Deepshine, scouting on the backside, standing on the deer here, so potentially watching for Mongol to move out to other food sources. We are seeing the stable go down. We are, yep, 4 moving over to gold, so we are probably going to see some Keshik coming out. Outpost is coming down on the tower. Outpost coming on the tower. Tower coming down on the gold, and we are going to see it be arrow slitted, so maybe we're seeing a fast castle. Maybe we're going to see a fast imp. I don't know. Could have some crazy strats from the Mongol player. That is one of the benefits of Mongol. They can kind of do a lot of random stuff, and then your opponent just has to kind of roll with whatever craziness you're doing. And scout does go down, so isn't microed away. But pretty standard. We have a lot of scouts primed and ready to go. Pro scouts finishing on the hunting cabin. That seems like a pretty late pro scout. Is that when the start time? I don't know. But pro scouts coming out. They're going to start getting the deer behind the base, bringing them home. We do need to see survival techniques come in for deepshine. That is going to help suck down all of these deer a little bit faster. One Keshik moving out to the... is there a way for me to follow this unit? Oh, that's really stuttery. I had some feedback that to try to follow the units, but that's like stuttery. Let me see, while the game's slow, let's see if I can get a hotkey for following that's a little bit easier. then observer. Unit camera. Sorry guys, just taking a quick look here. Unit selection. Is there a follow? Is it in default? Ah, there we go. So this should follow now. Hey, there we go. That's a little bit easier. Thanks for the tip. Sorry. Let's speed it up here. Catch back up. Yeah, that was Bella in chat that gave me that tip, so much appreciated. We do have a spear coming in on the backside, but we have archers ready to go. So Bruce wants to make archers. So we're going to see these pro scouts coming in. From the Mongol side. Oh, that's weird. Let's see if we can follow on with the con here. Oh, we do have a early night coming in. And, oh, it's about to go down to these spears. Unfortunately, the spears do catch the brace there. But Khan and Keshiks on the... Oh, these Keshiks! Kill the scout! What are you doing? Kill it! You see it, you kill it! Walls potentially trying to come up for Rus here, but they are gonna... These villagers are gonna go down. And we have a lot of stuff happening everywhere, so unfortunately the camera may jump around a little bit, but hopefully don't pull a Drongo and we catch everything that's happening. If I'm the Mongol player here, I do, with this amount of archers, I do want to try to get that ranged defense armor in ASAP. That is going to be necessary to help save the Keshik's HP. Deepshine doing a lot of kiting. And yeah, Keshiks are a little bit less strong than early knights. Do we have an early knight so we can compare? So 190 health versus 150, right? Keshiks do heal while they attack, but they don't attack fast enough to make up that difference as significantly as you would think. But we do have a lot of spears. So we're playing Spear Keshik from the Mongol side, playing Knight Archer from the Rus side. So pretty interesting matchup. Normally you see Horseman Spear, but Keshik Spear using that gold gonna provide a little bit more value against the ranged units, and they'll also be able to trade with the early knights a little bit more effectively as well. Basically, dakii has a comp where you just kind of A-move the opponent. You'll be able to pick up quite a bit of damage. And Rus is pro scouting to the north while this is going on. The wall is finished though, so Deepshine was able to get that up, which will help prevent some of these raids happening from behind the base. I would like to see another wall from here to the stone. I think that would help secure and lock it down a little bit more. Maybe a... I don't think there's any walls on the north side. That would be a benefit. But horseman out to go stab the Keshik. But the pro scout don't... Oh, Deepshine does drop it and runs away, so... Or was on the horseman, but we do have knights on the field going out to take care of the Keshik there. But a really big army from the Mongol, pretty decent army from Rus as well. Oh wow, that synchronized everything popping out. Oh, but they're rallied into the wooden fortress. Does Deepshine know? Oh, that could be a blunder. I've had many a game where I had things rallied into towers or whatnot, and I'm like, where's my units? And then they're, you know, the tower dies, and then they pop out, and I'm like, oh, well, rip. So, could be that she's trying to hide them, but I don't think that's the case here. I'd probably hunt those on the field. But these early knights are going to hit that reinforcement line. We do have the Rus scouts bringing some deer home. I would actually change the pathing to maybe route back behind the base. You're going to lose a little bit more on the deer carcasses, but your scouts are going to be safer. Keshik's, well, a big mass moving out. And both players potentially macroing for castle, but they're floating a lot of food. It could just be they're not sure if they're going to go castle or not. So we'll see what they end up doing. But Keshiks are gonna find Pro Scout here, but the Royal, sorry, not the Royal Knights, the early Knights from the Roost should be able to clean this up if they catch them. Yep, and we are gonna see. Yeah, sorry I missed it. I don't have a score command. Wait, Kingdom, if you're on, you can come join the cast. My voice is fried after yesterday, so someone else talking would be helpful too. Yeah, multiple sweats of action happening, but we're looking at a large Keshik and Spear Blob versus this early Knight Blob. This fight, if it is taken, does favor dakii on the Mongols. And we do have Roost just really trying to get these deer home, secure that food. Villagers are on the berries instead of back on the deer here. So, but wow, this gold was already fully tapped. That's crazy. I didn't realize there was that many Keshiks already on the field. But dakii double towers on the gold, hitting the gold pretty aggressively. Does look to be posturing for a castle age up. Is causing damage. Oh, all the Keshiks go down. Potentially the Khan will get away. And by all, I mean 3. Sorry, a little exaggerated there. Okay, cool. Yeah, Kingdom will be joining us here in about 5 minutes. 10 minutes. I don't know. 5 minutes, I think. We do have the Roost Knights looking for some damage. Both sides are raiding pretty aggressively. We do have the Mongols coming in looking for damage as well. And multiple villagers going down. 4-0 so far, but a lot of Keshiks go down as well. The TC fire and the tower fire. I think that was what? Oh, I thought it was more. I think it was only 1 Keshik, but a lot of Keshiks are damaged. So, but with that curl tie, dakii can bring the Keshiks home, get those healed up, and also bring that curl tie forward and apply a lot of pressure to the Roost base. And Roost, nowhere near castle. So, but deepshine will be able to use that golden gate to rebalance the resources. Maybe trade out the and deepshine has castle ready to go. So use that golden gate to fix the resources, and we're going to see Hyde Trade House come up. And that is one of the benefits of Roost is your opponent does something, you can use the golden gate to rebalance your resources, do some pretty favorable trades, and then immediately go into your next stage up. Mongol has moved out on the map to the boar. I think that's on the boar. Control A. If I flip it, does that show? Nope, only shows the sheep. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the boar. And dakii does have his army in the right position, so the raid that's trying to come in on this boar is not going to be effective. And Springald emplacements being added in on both of these towers here. And Roost looking for some damage again. And Prayer Tent is going down, so we are going to see dakii potentially start bringing some relics home, but Roost knows about it. Roost is also in castle. We don't have the upgrades in yet, so deepshine not heavy enough on the gold for that castle age up. So another case that we've seen multiple times throughout this series of players going into that next stage, but not having the gold or the macro ready and available for the those unit veterancies. So we do have the night one coming in now. Speaking of the devil, I say that and then they have the she has it rolling while I'm talking about it, but I don't think she has the gold yet for the archer veterancy, so we are waiting on that. And she only has 3 spears, so I doubt we'll see the spear veterancy come in. The knights do connect. That veterancy does come in. Yeah, so a really good trade there. The Roost also has the let's take a quick peek at the stable. no, blacksmith. Has the Boyer's Fortitude, so an additional 25 HP against Keshiks is no joke. So we may see that Boyer's Fortitude come in here in about a minute or two. Position-wise, I think Deepshine's in a really good position here against Mongol. Ooh, those Springles do delete a Roost Knight here. Potentially another one going down. Yep, loses 2 Knights just to the Springle Tower. So that was a good call by dakii. Using some stone over the Springle Towers. Spears coming to do some pokes. Oh no, and they stop moving to fight. And that gets me every time. But we are going to see a relic brought home for Roos. No relics taken yet for dakii here. Prayer Tent has been completed, but I don't think he has any. Oh, he has one religious unit going out, but the knight is on the relic and will actually be stopping that from coming home. So dakii gonna have to get some more gold to queue up another relic here. And we do have dakii chasing these Roost Knights around the map. Has a really large spear mass, but looking at the army value, it does slightly favor the Roos. And Roos is still printing archers from the looks of it. Probably needs to add on Boyer's Fortitude here. If it hasn't been added already, let's take a quick peek. Has not been added yet, so at this point, get Boyer's Fortitude, get that stable rolling. Bella says oof to something. Probably the Knights here in the Springolds. Yeah, losing those is never fun, but and you can see like these Keshiks are just really not doing well into the Knight charge. Oh, we have a they're fighting over relics, creating the religious units. Do we have another monk for dakii? Yep, we do have a monk out. Oh, it's running home. We need to get that fixed. It's not able to get the relic. So this one's gonna pick up. And will get slapped down by the Keshik. Yeah, we're not even gonna see a wall. So this whole blob has just been chasing these 3 Knights for so long, and finally these Knights are gonna go down. Roos is gonna need to start thinking about farm transition here. It looks like it is starting to come in. Barry's fully tapped, so and it sounds like berries were just tapped. Yep, berries were just tapped for Mongol, but we do have a large healthy stockpile of sheep from these pastures, so these villagers are going to be moving over. Let's take a look and see if we have any of the advanced upgrades. We do not. One thing I do like about Mongol, especially when I get them in FFA, forestry, crazy upgrade for wood chopping. Wheelbarrow, another crazy upgrade, right? I really like using the stone on eco upgrades. If you get horticulture, you're sucking down these sheep like they're English farms, really. It can really spike your income. If you have all 3 of these, your economy can go crazy. But we're going to see the Kurultai come down, and we are on the Sacred, so fighting over Sacreds now. Still fighting over this one relic. Let's take a quick look at the relic split here. Yep, that is correct, Annette. Those archers stayed home for a little too long. 2 relics coming home for the Mongol. 2 already home for the Roos player here. But 1 more relic is walking home right now, but should probably get picked up by the archers here. And then this warrior monk, yep. So should probably be a 3-2 split. Is that a Mangadai? Oh, that's a Con Hunter. Why do we have a Con Hunter? And dakii's army is just wiped here, so we might be going to a game 3. We do have Knights here that could be caught by these spears, but and this is also why I favor Roos on Sunken Lands. So as you can see, dakii, he went from this gold here finish this gold over here is now on these forward golds. When this one's gone, and this one's gone, where do you go next? You do have this one, right? But that'll dry up pretty quickly because it's only a 4K. This is only a 4K, and these are both on deep shine side, so it's going to be really hard to hold and defend for a civ that doesn't have a keep, right? So can't keep drop, can only do towers. And these are only 1600 veins, but Bruce is just now moving out on them, and a large portion of this gold income is coming from this hunting cabin, these hunting cabins that they have, as well as the high trade house. I actually didn't take a peek. Oh, yeah, so we have the high trade house here. I wonder if that could have been positioned. Oh, no, it's catching these. That's why it's positioned there. Yeah, and this is 165 gold a minute off of the high trade house. We have another 22 here. Let's actually see. Can I flip it over and take a quick look at all? We have 4 hunting cabins. This one has no gold on it because there's no trees. This one, only 1. I think we could have put this a little bit, like maybe here, a little bit closer. We could have gotten some more value out of the trees, but yeah, close to 400 gold a minute, I'm sure, from the hunting cabin high trade houses. Sorry for jerking all around there, but we do have on hunter crossbow man-at-arm. That's an interesting composition. I guess it does kind of counter what Deepshine is building. But with that archer mass, I'd be very worried about having man-at-arms and crossbows, because those archers are just going to kind of shred through the crossbows. They'll probably shred through the man-at-arms, especially because dakii does not have the second level of ranged armor, and Deepshine is on level 2 ranged attack. So Deepshine doing a really good job keeping these eco upgrades rolling. Dakies are coming in now, but they're a little late for how long this game's been going. Later on, when my wife is watching, I will probably explain things in a little bit more detail. Yesterday she was asking, after all of the streaming, she's asking a lot of questions around how Age of Empires worked. She wondered what eco was, things like that. So I'll probably add in some additional granular detail that y'all might be like, oh, why are you explaining that to that extent? We kind of know what Age of Empires is, but yeah, she's been watching, she's been enjoying the games. She's also been lovely and bringing water, snacks, all that good stuff while I've been casting in these long days. So we are going to see a keep come down. I'm just going to secure this sacred site, and we do only have 2 sacred sites on this map, so sacred victory a lot more viable for the Roost player here. Oh, apparently my wife is watching now. Oh, I guess she's in the bedroom. I looked to my right and I didn't see her on the couch like she was yesterday. So, but yeah. So we'll start explaining some things in a little bit more detail. The Kurultai heals and provides bonus damage to all of the Mongol units in the radius. So it's a really big damage bonus for Mongol. All of the economy up the top here. You have food, wood, gold, stone, and also the per minutes. So all that's up at the top. And then these are your economic units. So villagers, we have a little bit of trade coming in from Mongols, so you can see that there. This number is added into this number. This is how you tell how well a player's economy is doing. And this down here is the military. So military units. So generally bigger number beats smaller number, but we can also take a look down here in the bottom right. Let's follow along with these knights here while we're doing this as well, so you can give people some stuff to look at. But you can also look down here in the bottom right. So you see this army value number. So blue's army value is higher than red's army value, so that means they have higher quality units and or more units, right? So you can see collected resources. The Rus overall has collected almost 8,000 more resources than Mongol, which is just a testament to how good the Rus economy is. We are going to see a knight get sacrificed, but it was going on in what looked like a little cheeky raid. Ooh, these knights are going to find the gold over here. And Springle Tower is pretty much everywhere. This is beautiful to see. Oh no, the villager's going down. Do we have a second TC from either player? Oh, this is purely from raids and TC idle time. But looking back over here, so this is a sacred site. You capture this, you get some gold per minute. Mongol has this one, but if you hold all of the sacred sites on a map for 10 minutes, that is a way to win the game without having to go and kill all of your opponent's landmarks. Landmarks, you can see. Oh, we have a fight on our hands. So, well, sort of. We have a skirmish on our hands. Bruce is poking with their knights. Does get a nice little charge off. So some good micro from deepshine with these knights here. And these are going to shred through the Keshiks. The Rus knights beat the Keshik knights all day, every day. Keshiks are a little bit weaker, a little bit cheaper. And Mongol definitely needs those spears when they're going to be fighting the Rus knights. But anyways, so landmark victory. Oh, and we're going to see Imp. So right now, Mongol's workers are building this landmark. It's the Cognate Palace. Cognate Palace spits out units for Mongol. Every civilization has 8 unique landmarks. Some civilizations like Knights Templar have 3 per age up, but they don't actually have landmarks. They have a different system, but it's a little bit more complicated. But we do have the Keshiks, which are these guys chasing the Rus Knights with some spears around the map. And we've been seeing that a lot this game. We are seeing some crossbows poking over at this gold. If deepshine notices it, we're probably going to see... Yep. They're going to get pulled back. And while she waits to be able to deal with this, she's going to have the villagers just gathering some wood for now. That way her villagers are doing something rather than nothing. That's a big part of keeping your economy rolling. And we have 2 Keshiks coming in for another raid. Food-wise, Rus is doing really good for food. And both players are going imp. Or sorry, Mongol's already in imp. Deepshine is going imp as well with the High Armory, which is being built here. The High Armory makes siege really cheap and has some unique techs for Rus, like instant. I think it's instant setup. That allows for some really cheeky plays. And what I'd like to see from Rus actually is just a ton of Springolds. And my wife calls Springolds spring rolls. So in your games, make sure when you're looking at Springolds, you call them spring rolls. And these are they're on a little suicide mission, but that's okay. We are looking at 200 pop, so at some point these players are going to collide with their armies. We do have the veterancies coming in for both sides, but Mongol's veterancies are going to be done first. That's what these are up here. It upgrades these units to elite, gives them more health, more stats, more damage. Rus is going to fall back to the keep, so this will be a little bit of a defensive fortification. From the Cognate Palace, we're going to start getting like we got some knights. Next up on deck is elite palace guards. So different units from different civilizations are going to be spawning from that. If you think of Mongols in the real world and how they conquered a lot of territory, a lot of land, that's the kind of units that can spawn from there. This sacred site was decapped by Rus, so no gold coming in for Mongol. This sacred site is firmly under control, so Rus has been getting that passive gold per minute. Relic, 3 over to the Rus side, only 2 to Mongol. So, Knights picking up a clear kill. What's the alert from for this? Okay. And then we're looking at another raid coming in. These are gonna be picking up. Ooh. And these are Roost Knights, but spawned by the Cognate Palace. They are going to be picking up quite a few Vil kills here. Let's flip it over to the worker kills. So, Mongol, 15 worker kills. Roost, 6. And Mongol, you can kind of see up the top here. We do have trade. So it's going to start slowly growing their economy, but resources collected still in favor of Rus. But the destroyed value here, Rus has lost about 2,000 more resources than Mongol, which is going to cause some cause them to have to spend more rebuilding units. And those spears weren't forward enough guarding the siege, so they quickly pick up the Hui Hui Pao, which was that giant treb thing that you saw. And that's kind of how you get rid of keeps, is you treb them down. Kind of like, you know, normal medieval times, but a large archer spear crossbow fight, and the spears are on the knights over here, but these men-at-arms really need to be over here dealing with the archers. And Mongol's probably losing this fight. So we do have mangonels in. Oh, and a big shot comes off from the mangonel, but it's going to start getting picked down here. The Kurultai finally gets moved forward, but it seems a little too late. We do have a cannon that's just blasting, and we haven't really seen any siege come out from Mongol, or sorry, not Mongol, Rus here, even though they are on the high trade house over here. And we don't have the siege crew training either, which would be really helpful for these fights. But cannon's gonna be shooting all of these units down. We do have horsemen coming in through Mongols. The cannon's gonna go home, but these knights are hunting that cannon down. We want to see that cannon gone. Spears and archers doing work. Resources in the bank. Both players, quite a significant bank, so this could go either way. Deepshine is macroing for dropping yet another keep. We're potentially looking at another keep drop on the sacred site, so potentially another sacred site victory win condition. We got spears. Let me just take a quick peek. Oh, we have Kingdom in here. Kingdom, you can chat. You're on mute. Go ahead.
I was just holding on for the game to end because I wasn't there from the start.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, we got Kingdom joining us. Basically, it's been back and forth. We're now in an imp slugfest. So the good old imp slugfest.
Oh, another imp slugfest.
Yeah. And Rus, you know, floating 4K wood. Use that not high trade house, high armory. Yeah, high armory. Just vomit out rams and just send them, right? That's my favorite way to play the game. One ram on these pastures, it would just do work. 15 rams on these pastures, there's no more food coming in. And Mongol does have a lot of villagers standing around waiting for the sheep to spawn, so does need to look at adding in more pastures, but...
How many pastures is that? That doesn't look like enough pastures.
This is not enough pastures.
Yeah.
Is there a way for me to... Oh, yeah, it's only 20. I'd probably want to see maybe 30, 32. And the traders are going down for Mongols, so we are going to see Daki's income slowly come to a trickle here. And we have another keep on the sacred site. We need to get boiling oil, though. Deepshine is missing the boiling oil. That will help secure both of these sacred sites and lock this down for a sacred victory. And at this point, if I'm Deepshine, I have high armor, right? Get the siege crew training, make trebs, or not trebs, sorry, make mangonels, make springolds. Any comp that Daki throws at her just dies. Have some spears, have some knights, have a good front line, but mangonels and springolds will just kind of roll over most things in the game. And you have that instant setup and teardown, so you can, you know, kite with them and move them around a lot faster than most other civilizations. A little raid coming in, but at this point, he's like, take them. I don't need them. You're just giving me extra pop space for some more army. And still, 4,000 wood in the bank.
Oh.
Let's use the golden gate. We have 12 supply points available. You sell the wood.
12 tickets.
Sell the wood.
Yeah.
Buy food. Like you do not
Just
need
make
all
more
of this.
production.
But as we can see, Dakii, his income is plummeting. He does not.
Also, no shilty is kind of criminal. Because the game's gone long enough where we can have shilties, and shilties are relatively
Oh, yeah.
cheap and they're very good for the cost they have.
Yep.
So not having no shilty is kind of. We'll see. But I saw Mongols get a lot of bombard emplacements, but I don't see enough towers in their base. So Mongols is also very susceptible to a raid. Because if deepshine can ever pull 10 horsemen into the pastures, Mongols kind of screwed.
Or 15 rams. Calling it now. That's the way this game ends. You make a siege workshop here. You sneak one in, and you just rally it right here. Oh, looks like we did actually add some more. We did add some more pastures, so another 3 from the last time that we checked. But outpost where? Here.
No, outpost towards where you said we had to add rams, like just on the above cliff, and the way of making it to there. Yeah, to add it there. Just I wanted to see.
And we did have a second GC down for Dakii, so I don't know when that happened. I might have missed it, but
it's fine. I mean, so far looking good, but then I still have a feeling the Khaganate is probably gonna pull it back because Khaganate plus Kurultai is gonna be good. Like, yeah, he's losing trade, and Deepshine's doing a good job denying trade, but Deepshine's losing way too much eco to be able to reproduce the army if she loses a fight.
well,
At this point,
Deepshine still has 12 tickets in the Golden Gate.
Oh, yeah.
So if she just uses it, trades out this wood, converts it to food. I mean, she's sitting pretty, right? I mean, she has gold float as well. Convert your gold to food with the tickets. You have very beneficial trade, and just keep Mongol busy bouncing around the map because they can't wall, right? That's kind of how you can beat Mongol, is you just be everywhere. And Mongol wants to be everywhere, but you can be everywhere with better cav. So I favor in this game state. I favor Deepshine. I think Mongol needs to delete some vills and build up an army mass to actually be able to take these sacred sites back. But right now, he's spending a lot of stone on bombard towers that are basically just going down to horses. And the markets are going down in the back as well.
That's rough.
These are being sniped.
Okay,
so
maybe I do favor Deepshine.
This is just death by 1,000 cuts, right? And if we had paper cut here, this is when we'd be talking about how paper cut's name is from death by 1,000 cuts. So, and I'm just not seeing what Mongol has in the bank for dealing with this game state. Like,
yeah, Mongol's bank doesn't look that good, but I feel like if at any point I kind of maybe prefer Mongol. Okay, maybe no, I know I don't prefer Mongol's comp. I was like, they had a variety of units, and then all of a sudden I look now, there's not enough variety to the units. I think Deepshine should be fine.
It's just horsemen. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I have knights. I mean, if Deepshine went Streltsy as well, right? Like, that deals with horsemen pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, she's gonna need a decent mass for all those horsemen.
We're finally getting biology in, so that'll help as well. But
yeah, I think we have all 3 types of upgrades. Can we check? Because I'm pretty sure we have elite army tactics, incendiaries, and biology.
For Deepshine's. Nope, no elite army tactics, just biology and arrows.
Okay. We might have a big fight towards the sacred site.
Nope.
Oh, no.
We have one here, though.
That raid is... Yeah.
Oh, and the gold's gonna pick the bills down. So just constant raiding, constant back and forth. Both players looking to try to get an advantage, but Deepshine sitting on both sacred sites for 5 minutes. That is, what, 140 gold times 5? So we'll just say 500 gold?
Yeah.
600 gold a minute? Or no, 600 gold.
That's that's roughly like 450, 470, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, like as the gold's running out on the map, right? Deepshine has this final gold bin. Deepshine has high trade house. Deepshine has 3 relics versus 2. 2 sacred sites. Like, Mongol, struggling for gold. Their trade is constantly being impacted, so Deepshine has identified the correct target to focus. Get rid of the trade. Mongol doesn't have any quality units anymore, right? And you've already seen him do this, like, man-at-arms play because he's out of gold. So, Deepshine is in trouble, has been losing a lot of villagers and not replenishing them.
Yeah.
And needs to probably drop down a second TC.
Probably, yeah.
Get some of the vill
Because
count
the
back
eco
up.
difference is way too much. Yeah. Right now,
We have another 4 minutes on the sacred side hold, right?
yeah. I mean, she has the bank to replenish it, but then while she replenishes, she has to get her eco back up. If not, this should still favor Dakii, because Dakii is still spending her resources more efficiently, even though she's losing traders. Ooh, at the Hui Pow!
We are going to see the Kurultai move out on the sacred. So Hui.
I don't know. I don't like this fight for Deepshine.
Nope. We don't have the vills here to repair. So our anger point for the sacred site does go down.
Those knobs.
The real question is, oh, big splash on the knobs.
Oh. I mean, with incinerators, you can probably snipe the knobs. You should probably look to
she's
snipe the
sniping them right
knobs.
now.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
Deepshine does need to keep spending. We have 2 cannons. Why do we have 2 cannons there? Oh man, if those cannons were here sniping on the Kurultai, that would be a huge difference in this fight.
Yeah, I agree.
We're having a slugfest over the sacred. But Dakii, nothing left in the bank. A lot of units in queue. Deepshine also has a lot of units in queue. We just don't have enough production to get units back out on the field.
Deepshine, yeah.
We're adding it now.
Now she's going for Streltsys.
A little too late. We're potentially going to see another
Dakii would.
another 30, or not 30 minutes, another like 10, 15 minutes. It's like, yeah, Sacred Side is decapped, right? The game's not over.
Yep. But if I'm Deepshine and if I look over right now and see I only have 70 workers in a 45-minute game, I am already semi-panicking and trying to
Now the question is,
recover it.
can Mongol close this out? I mean, this is a long game. The game
I mean,
before,
Mongol should be able to.
we did have a crash in a desync, so that could have, affected mental.
Yeah, could have.
So, long game. Maybe if I'm in Deepshine's position, you surrender so you can be fresh for the lower bracket. Maybe you try to play it out, but yeah, what looked like a really strong position, just because the villagers were never replenished, that stronger economy, it's now flipped, right? Mongol's in the lead on the economy. We have 14 traders. Mongol trade is no joke. And this gold over here, I don't know why she has villagers still over on gold. We do not need the gold. Get off of the gold. Go get more food. Like, you can see all these empty farms from all the raids that have been happening. So
She's been losing more and more on farms also with constant.
and now the question is Mongol going to try to do a Sacred Site victory hold? Or are they just going to go kill Deepshine?
I think Mongol should know that they can probably go and kill Deepshine, because he knows his eco should be better to sustain, and so he might push. Let's see. It all depends on the Kurultai position, because at some point you'll start to question yourself in a late game. How much more am I gonna raid? How many more workers does he have? Because if we see Daki's vision for now, like what he sees, I am pretty sure he should be aware there's no second TC, so we're chilling still. Because so far, I'm pretty sure each time Daki's the one that's doing a lot of run buys. So Dakii might already have figured out there's no second TC. Look, those men are now slipping in. Now the army's in chaos. If he attacks behind
Daki's slowly
it's
adding in hand cannons behind this. We are going to see a potential Mongol hand cannon mass, which with Khan Hunter has significant range.
Is it almost as good as China's range?
I think it's like 1 tile less, maybe 0.5, something like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty strong. Like Mongol,
it is pretty good. Yeah.
If you get it up and running, right? But the problem is you don't have walls, so that's where they're weak. They're weak to a lot of raiding. But due to time and how long this game's going,
Ладно сделано,
Daki doesn't have imp blacksmith upgrades, so
Yeah,
she's
no, we're
still
good on
sitting
time.
in castle.
We have a
That's rough. Oh,
horseman just fighting in the back. Sacred site's being captured for Daki. Hopefully we keep up the pressure. We keep pushing. We do have the curl tie on the front, so hopefully these sacred sites is just as an alternate win condition, not the final win condition. But yeah, deepshine sitting at 122 of 200. Daki 200 of 200. If we had a crash right
Deepshine's
now,
getting a high armor upgrade.
I would say Daki is winning this game, 100%.
She's Deepshine's getting a high armor upgrade. What upgrade is? What upgrade is that?
It's the siege crew training, which should have happened.
Oh, finally! Oh,
with
finally!
the keeps before on both of these sacreds, right? Having that
Yep.
instant setup and teardown would have been able to, like, I mean, even with like bombards too, like you could have just deleted the curl tie almost immediately.
I mean,
Raids are
Deepshine can
happening.
try, right? Deepshine's not gonna be able to hold 4 different waves of units, which Daki has positioned
And looking at the
himself to
bank
do.
now, right? Deepshine
Yeah.
was sitting at almost 3,000 food a minute. Was at almost 1,200 gold a minute. Was at like 1.5k wood a minute, right? And now those numbers have flipped completely. Mongol very much in the lead. And I mean, she has added siege in, which does help as a force multiplier, but with the Hui Hui Pao being so far away and just able to kind of snipe things down, I mean, I don't see it. Oh, this curl tie, this could actually go down. Daki does need to pay attention and move it, because this is an anchor point for Daki. And Deepshine doing the smart play, keeping all of the spears and Streltsies on that siege, and Daki hasn't moved that curl tie. This might go down. Oh, big brace
That
comes
curl
off.
needs repair. Oh, Daki might need to fight before the curl tie goes down. He cannot let the curl tie go down.
And we have that instant setup, so these are going to be some really good Mangonel shots if they hit the right things. But they went on the cavalry instead. And that's one of the problems with siege. Oh, there we go. Big splash here on the archers and the hand cannons. Potentially seeing another wave. Another 4 go down. And now this is swinging back
Streltsy
in.
holding.
Now this is swinging back in
Streltsy
Deepshine's
holding.
favor. But behind all this, raids have been happening. Deepshine is down to 47 villagers. There's no income.
Deepshine army. It's the same case as yesterday. Deepshine has probably the better army value. Yeah, definitely, because she has a better army comp. But can she sustain production? It's just gonna be like the same Pepino versus Daki game where it goes into Giga long game.
Well, I mean, we're already in Giga Long game. 15 minutes on casting this one. But we do have, 1,600 food a minute coming in, so that is starting to just scale back up. The second town center has been added back in, so we do have some idle villas that do need to be fixed. But we could potentially stabilize here. And then Daki needs to... Well, he is repairing the curl tie, but needs to just set up siege and slowly roll forward.
I agree. I think Daki should probably just keep spamming pure horsemen into this for a little bit until she can snipe the siege off, and then.
Oh, and a big raid on the backside.
Oh,
Remember our times we've looked back there and it's just horses hitting horses?
fighting horses. Yeah. Ooh,
Again.
Streltsy numbers dropping. Streltsy are just
Another-
holding.
Another army thrown away. Crazy back and forth.
Сделано есть, надолго удержится.
So I cannot believe Streltsy's. Oh my god, there's 8 more Streltsys in queue. Ooh. Potentially Saint's Blessing is probably gonna be another differentiator in this matchup for now. Let's see, let's do
I wish I could
what
follow.
happens.
I wish I could follow the projectile.
I mean, hey, that's an idea for devs to potentially try.
Here's another wave. Question is, can 18 Streltsy, 15 spears, and 20 horsemen hold? A villager
Definitely.
count climbing back up.
Yeah, as soon as it started climbing back up, the raid started happening again. They're under the TC attacking more. Daki's not letting deepshine
Daki's looking for
get
the
up on
food.
workers. Yep.
And is finding it. But
So
Sacred
rough.
Site potentially being decapped yet again. Stone's still available on the map, so we could see another keep, fort, whatever.
I do not think Deepshine has enough eco to actually have a fort. Because if that fort has to go somewhere, it has to go in her base so she can actually defend those raids. Because right now, she's focused on trying to decap the Sacred Site, focused on trying to win. But her army comp is better, and the units are better. That's why it's still working. But oh boy,
Looking at this resources
this is
gathered,
looking grim.
183 versus 159k. We're just gonna start eating the map.
Yeah, because if I am Mongol here, I would, and if I do lose the gap, I would be molding like no tomorrow, knowing how ahead I would be. But it's those Streltsy. All Mongol has to do is make couple mangonels, and then I
All
think
Mongol has to
should
do
be
is just
fine.
mass hand cannon with a con hunter.
Oh,
That'll kill everything. It'll outrange the Streltsy. It'll kill everything. But
you cannot move there. He just saw army. Yeah, Kurota has to move it back. Oh, so we're
we still
there's
have the
still 4
sacred
minutes
site.
remaining. Second six.
Kurota is on the
Yep.
sacred, so all of these units are going to get healed and also have additional damage. But I would like to see that Kurota move just a little bit more forward. Oh, the
agree.
wee pow.
Me too.
Anchored on those Streltsy on the back line. A little sprinkling coming in. Oh, a big shot comes off. And that's what Mongol needs right there.
That might have been the game.
Oh, and the raids. Look at these villager numbers dropping. We're going to stay with these Streltsy.
Ooh. Even if she has the bank to make
kiting,
more shots,
but-
even if she has supply tickets.
This might be
No.
it. This might be where the game is called. That sacred site is
I mean-
held. Daki's army. Daki's sitting pretty. 180 of 200. Deepshine 80 of 200. This is hanging on.
Not
by a
again,
thread.
Jiggly.
You hope
Not
Daki
again, Jiggly.
crashes?
No. No, Jiggly.
With this game state, Jiggly, if either player crashed, I would call it in favor of Daki. We're looking at
Yeah.
almost 4,000 food a minute, 1,000 wood a minute,
And
1,200
almost-
gold a minute.
Or
No,
No,
this is not a
actually.
remake. I'm not remaking an hour game. That is too much. Right? 80 pop versus pop cap, like that. I'm calling it on that one. Now, can Deepshine maybe pull this back? Maybe, but I don't see it. I think this.
I don't see it because I feel like Daki's listening to your advice, Mac, because she's massing hand cannons behind all of this. So
Daki's
I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Deepshine dead. Yep, and there's the tap. Okay, that's the game.
Hi.
Hey, great game. Great showing. Let me kick this over to the interview page so y'all can see the default photo because webcam stuff was a little rough on the audio. So, game one, version one, really strong Ottoman opener. That looked very scary. Unfortunately, there was the crash, so we couldn't, or desync, whatever, internet thing.
I mean,
So we can
things
really
like
see
this
how
happen, right?
that played out, and you were killing idle vills that were basically AFK doing nothing, just because of that desync thing. But it did look like a really strong strat, and then you changed it up going into that second game. Did your coach say anything about changing it up, or did you just
No,
decide to do that on the fly?
You mean the landmark I built for Fuel Edge?
Yeah,
Because of the trade?
you went trade and did this like weird
To
trade
be
move behind
honest, this was an accident. I didn't even wanted to build this landmark, but I mean, if you have it, you just play with it, right?
I mean, it worked out.
I misclicked, and they really look so similar to me. And I was like, when it built, I
Yeah.
was like, hold on, where are the berry bushes? And then
Yeah, and looking at the version 2 game, with that unfortunate food spawn, did you recognize that with all of that food there for Deepshine, like that was just where you just had to stand and like win the game?
I mean,
Is that kind of
to
your thought
see
process?
see her spawn like this was really a rough thing for me, because like our plan was go like 2-3 spears, split the deer, maybe hit the hunting cabin so she got to repair it. But after I saw the 2 back deers with the 3 woodlands in between, I was like a bit worried if I can challenge the pro scouting. But I think in the end everything went really well,
Mm.
and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy.
So Myriad, going into game 2, so not game 1 version 2, but game 2, with the Mongol Rus matchup on Sunken Lands, what was your thought process behind choosing Mongol on Sunken Lands? 'Cause I don't see a lot of Mongols, so I'm curious.
Well, I'm not gonna give away what we expected exactly, but we expected a different civ instead of Rus, right? So we were going for a counter pick. That was the reason for Mongols. But when we saw Rus, we were a little bit like, okay, well, that's a bit of a surprise, but it's still fine. Like we were okay. I do think it's maybe a little bit Rus favored. But it's not easy for them to play, and especially on that map, like you're reliant on getting back all the deer. You have to get back the 15 there. So if you only get back the 10, then suddenly you're playing Pro Scout without even getting what you would on a normal map in terms of deer. So you're just behind as a result, and that can snowball quickly. Obviously, it got very, very messy from both sides in the mid game. But you know, there were just some simple rules of thumb to follow. For Dakii Heroes and Mongols, which he did very well throughout the game. And, you know, as those rules are followed and the timings are hit, you can see how even a slightly favored or unfavorable matchup can be flipped on its head. So,
Understandable. Yeah, so the mid game, it was very back and forth. What was kind of going through your mind, Dakii? Like, did you think you were ahead, behind? What were you feeling? I know you had a lot of denial on the pro scouts, but the relic fight is kind of where things got sloppy.
Yeah, but I've still got 2 relics, and after she missed a lot of raids and loses knights for, in my opinion, like for no reason, I feel way more comfortable. I mean, the Archemus was still like concerning,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought after I got the Carganet Palace out, I'm in good shape, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, it worked out, obviously in your favor. Yeah, long game. So, but yeah, Kingdon, do you have any questions you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I only had one. How does it feel playing Ottoman for the second time after yesterday?
I mean, like I said yesterday, after the first game, Myriad even told me like, it's okay, you played super well, you made just little mistakes, just go top corner and kill the last wills, or even deny her food and stuff. And we talked about this. And I feel confident to play Ottomans, I think. So even if the next series, if I can play them, I will pick them.
Yeah, it looked a lot cleaner today for sure.
Don't jinx. Do not
They are
jinx it.
no, they are pretty easy to play, to be honest.
Yeah, you just make buildings, and then your opponent dies to buildings, right?
Yes,
I
know.
Need to get that beastie thing going, the audio there. But awesome. Well, yeah, great set, you guys. Get some rest. I know.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats on at worst second place, right? But yeah, you're in the grand final now, so get some rest, get prepared. It'll probably be in, I'd say, roughly 4-ish hours. Could be a little later, but we'll keep you posted. But yeah,
awesome.
thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. See you.
Cheers.
Alrighty.
Awesome.